What is up, awesome people of the internet? Guys, well, the game came to Indianapolis, and the Indiana Fever were not able to make free throws and ultimately not able to get certain stops necessary to take home court advantage. And momma, the Las Vegas Aces win 84-72. Overall,
Yeah,
what in the world you think about this game, mama?
I thought it was a decent game, a competitive game. Of course, the first quarter, the Aces had the game as far as the good start. The Aces had a great start in quarter number one. Not for Asia though, but the team as a whole had a great start in the first quarter. The second, towards the end of the first quarter, Indiana got hot and they started hitting their shots. And by halftime, they both were tied. So to me, it was a competitive game. The third quarter, it was competitive. Uh, but the fourth quarter, I don't know what happened to Indiana. Indiana think they lost their zeal. Um, uh, Kelsey could not get off like she normally would get off. They really did defend her really good. She made a lot of shots, but she missed a lot of shots as well that she normally makes. I was so surprised, but she had to work very hard to get any shots off because they were defending her, sometimes two or even three people on her. Again, she is the key to Indiana winning on a consistent basis anyway because of her level of offense that she brings to the game. But they did hold her down, and I just couldn't believe that they couldn't get off on the fourth quarter. Um, I don't I don't know what happened besides Lexi not. I think Lexi was out of the game for a certain part of the
Yeah, she
fourth.
was in foul trouble.
Yeah, because she had foul. She had four fouls. I know, but I'm just saying besides because it was only her and Kelsey that was really giving them the offense tonight. It was those two on Indiana, and on the Aces, it was Jackie Young and Smith that was really giving the offense. Asia came alive in the fourth quarter, and she gave them some needed baskets, and so did um, what can I think of her name? The point guard. What
Chelsea
can I think
Gray.
of her? No, not I wasn't thinking Chelsea. Chelsea did good in far as her passing the ball. I'm thinking about the little bitty one. Why can I
Dana
always forget her
Evans.
name? Dana Evans. Why not? I know her forever, and for whatever reason, I start
Come
talking
on,
of
mama,
her
you can't
name.
be forgetting Dana's name.
I know. So Dana did very well, especially in the fourth quarter, how she was passing the ball and even in her scoring. So overall, Jackie Young was the star of the game for the Aces, and
hmm
and uh, and Holt was the star of the game for Phoenix. I mean, not Phoenix, for Indiana. But it's just Indiana did miss a lot of free throws, so that hurted them. They got to the free throw line an awful lot. So that they had opportunity to actually win this game just on the free throw line itself because they got there so often. Um, I did see a lot of fouls that was not called that Aaliyah, she really was hammering Asia and hooking and all this other stuff, and I was like, y'all not gonna call nothing, huh? You're not gonna call nothing. And but they were calling on Asia though, but they weren't calling nothing on Leah. I think Leah got one foul from not one or two fouls at the most, but it wasn't on Asia. But I was just like, don't you see what she doing? I'm like, and the one she did on Smith as well. I was like, okay. So
yeah,
she's made a habit of doing these things, but if they don't call it, why not keep doing it? And I think
yeah.
that's what she's
Aaliyah
doing.
Boston finished with 3 fouls in today's game. Or I'm sorry, yeah, 3 fouls in today's game. And here's the thing: like she is a very skilled player at getting away with fouls.
Yep. Yep.
Because if you like, there was a couple of defensive fouls that Asia got, and I believe Melissa got as
Yep.
well, where
Mhm.
where
I was
Aaliyah
like,
Boston
now,
she
I know.
clamps their arm
Yep. Yep. Yep.
and then forces
And
the
it's
foul,
clear,
but really
it's
it's off.
clear.
Like you can call it, and I'm happy Ryan Rucco actually said it. You can call it either way. With some of those fouls, it's like it's like it kind of was an offensive foul at first, but then it turned into a
Mhm.
defensive foul. But she's very good
Because
at
they don't
it.
call it initially, that's why. They
She
don't
is
call it
very
initially.
successful at it.
Yes, she is. But she
Uh,
didn't do a lot of offense tonight, though. She didn't get a chance to score a lot. Where she was defending Asia, and I think that's why Asia's shots were off a lot tonight because she was fading back when she would shoot the shot. She was like fading back instead of leaning in, and I think that's why she missed those shots that she would normally make. But I'm glad that she did get some rhythm in the fourth quarter to go into the next game because she's going to need it. Um, so I see that I see Kentucky Rick's no Boston hook and trap expert. Yes, she is. Yes, she
she's
is.
very skilled at it. I mean, it's a skill.
Yeah, it is. But she was pounding Asia as well.
Yeah.
She does pound, and because she is heavier, she can pound her a lot more than what Asia is going to do for her. But Asia generally is able to score over her, uh, but she just was fading back as she was taking a shot, and I think that's why she kind of like messed up a little bit.
Hmm. Yeah. Amelia
I was
seems
that was
shocked
crazy.
that it was only
That
three
was
fouls.
crazy. Yeah, it was because we know she did more than that. But if they're not going to call it again, players going to do what they know they can get away with, and she's been getting away with it all season long. So, and a
Hmm.
playoff is even more important that they do call this. Uh, that they look at it and see, especially when they want to do it on the offensive side to call. I mean, when they want to do it on the defensive side to call it on the other players. It's like, why? You know what she's doing. She hooking every time. Just watch. If you do a replay, she hooking all the time, y'all.
Yeah, but
But she
hey,
season, all season, everybody been talking about it, but the refs won't call it like they should.
K Jackson says, but look, if the refs won't call it, then why stop? Yes, if you're Leah
I know
Boston, you
that's what
keep
I
doing
said.
it.
That's
You
exactly
keep
what I just
doing it.
said. That's exactly what I said. But it's going to be important for them to counteract that. The ace is going to have to learn to counteract that because if you know that's what she's going to do, don't get so close to her that she can hook you. Don't get
Well,
that close that she can hook you.
the tough part is they have to. I think what has to happen is uh defenders against Aaliyah honestly have to do a
Mm-hmm.
better job of selling the hook. And
Mm.
unfortunately, maybe this is a situation where they're going to have to force the flopping even more because you gotta let people know, like you gotta let the refs know, like, hey, I can't move my arm, she has my arm
Mm-hmm.
trapped, like
Mm-hmm.
there has to be an exaggeration of things because
Yeah,
you
I
can't
guess
be
so.
you gotta be on Aaliyah because Aaliyah is a really skilled player. You give her room on the offensive
Yeah,
end, she's scoring. Like she's a really
yeah.
skilled player. Like she can hoop. And so you gotta sell those calls before you ultimately get the foul. Because yeah, I mean she's getting you, taking advantage, and
Mm-hmm.
you gotta make some stuff happen on your end.
Yep.
To sell that call or just deal with it and and have that be a thing. And here's the thing: regardless of what the
Mm-hmm.
refs do, regardless of the refs what the refs call or not call, you still gotta win. And the
Right.
Aces, they still got the dub, still got the dub, and still made some stuff happen. And hey, very 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 successful.
I don't think they let it get to them today.
Mm-hmm.
They didn't let what the refs did get to them at all today. They just kept playing through. And I think Jackie Young setting the pace
Yeah,
of scoring early
that was
really
huge.
helped the Aces to stay in this game when the fever came back and started scoring. They were able to weather that storm because I thought at one point that they were getting ready to take off, but they stayed with it. And Alyssa, she really did her thing. She played good tonight.
Nalissa,
She played.
mama.
Okay, spell her first name for me. Is
N
it
A
Alyssa?
L.
Nullis.
Yeah,
Okay,
Nalissa.
Nullis. Alyssa Smith. Y'all know who I'm talking about. If I say Smith, y'all know who I'm talking about for the Aces. Okay.
I just wanted to get the random people who don't know about the name thing and be like,
Yeah.
she's talking about the wrong person. No, Mama knows who she's talking about. I'm just reminding y'all that if she says Alyssa when she talk about the Aces, she means Nalissa.
I think we got three. We got three players in the league that has either Nalissa, Alyssa. So it's just sometimes is the N or the A. You all understand that, right? I'm gonna say Smith. I, I,
Amelia understand.
yes. But yeah, it was a great game up until the fourth quarter, where it was all the aces in the fourth
hmm
quarter.
And the interesting thing that I want to like talk about real quick, Mama, is like it was a close game kind of throughout. And it was a very interesting game to watch in terms of like the competitiveness, but it
Hmm.
wasn't really a well played game by either team, Mama.
No,
Right?
no.
We see a game where uh, Asia Wilson misses like 10 field goals, 11 field goals in a row, where
Yep.
she was just missing left and right, left and like she ended up 6 of 20 from the field, just 13 points for Asia Wilson, the MVP this year. It was an ugly
Mm,
game for Aaliyah. I mean, for Asia because of Aaliyah. And
right.
if you notice, Mama, even in the fourth quarter
Hmm.
when Asia Wilson started scoring more, who was on her? Michaela Timpson. No,
Oh yeah.
when
Oh, that's
when
because
when
we
when
don't play the game.
when
Yeah.
Asia started scoring, I mean, and I think Aaliyah was in, I think, but like she wasn't doing it
She wasn't
on
guarding. You're
Aaliyah.
right. She wasn't guarding at that point. You're right.
Yeah, she was
You're right.
not scoring on Aaliyah. I mean, she got that 3 points to start off the game with that 3-pointer, but other
Mhm.
than that, her points that came later, Aaliyah was off of her, and so like it was not a great game for overall the Las Vegas Aces because at times they were a bit stagnant and
Right.
their best player, Asia Wilson, wasn't really cooking at all, right? And then for the Indiana Fever, this wasn't a really good game either, right? This wasn't a, like, again, competitive, compelling game, but not really a well played game for the Fever either
Hmm.
because how many free throws are they going to miss? Here's the thing. Yes, the Las Vegas Aces win this game and whatnot, but there were so many opportunities that the Indiana
Yep.
Fever had that they did not capitalize on. This team had 16 offensive rebounds in today's game. 16. There were times where the Aces were playing fantastic defense, and then all of a sudden, on the rebounding front, the Indiana Fever get the rebound. But the bad thing about the Fever is they don't capitalize on those second chance points. They had opportunity after opportunity after opportunity, and they were not able to seal the game. They were not able to take control of the game, even though they were dominating on the offensive rebounding front. And,
Mhm.
Mama, here's the thing. There were so many missed free throws.
Yeah.
The Indiana Fever goes 61% from the free throw line, right? They miss,
Mm.
they miss, what, 8 free throws? Yeah, 8 free throws in today's game? 8, Mama. Yes, you lose by 12, but if you would make those free throws,
Yep.
it would have been a way closer finish, and it would have changed how you played, how you end up ultimately closing out this game. It
Right.
was just bad. There was chance after chance after chance because the Aces were not really cooking. They weren't. Yes,
No.
Jackie Young was doing her thing, and she was absolutely the best player on the court for the Las Vegas Aces. 25 points for her, 4 assists. Like she was doing her thing, scoring efficiently. Yes, Chelsea Gray ended up making a huge impact in this one. Nalissa Smith Dana Evans off the bench, but yet and still, the Aces
Mm-hmm.
did not play a complete game whatsoever. The door was left open for the majority of the game for the
Yep.
Indiana Fever to step into it. They were getting those
Mm-hmm.
offensive rebounds, not getting really those second chance points. A majority of those second chance points against the Aces, and you miss free throw at the free throw at the free throw at the free throw. Lexi Hull played her butt off in
Yes,
today's
she
game. She
did.
played fantastic, right? 16
Mm-hmm.
points, 10 rebounds, 4 assists. She was drawing those charges left and or drawing those
Yes.
fouls
Oh
left
my
and
God.
right.
I was like, oh, I was like, if she get another charge, I was like, oh my goodness. She's like, it's almost like she was throwing herself into people, but she really wasn't. It's just she know how to do it.
She was selling them. Hey, it's an art.
Yeah, she really,
It's an art,
hey.
and she was very successful at it. But here's the thing, Mama. Even
Mm-hmm.
with the intensity that Lexi Hull played with, again, on the rebounding front, on the scoring front, on the fact that she's literally dealing with the back injury and was probable, and still came into this game and balled out, got 2 blocks,
Mm-hmm.
right, including one big one against Alyssa Smith. All of that, and you lose, right?
Yeah.
You
Yeah.
lose. Yes, Kelsey Mitchell played well, but not efficient. The Indiana Fever need Kelsey Mitchell to not just score, but to score efficiently. And unfortunately, she did not do that. Yes, 21 points, but 8 of 26 from the field. That's not good enough, right?
Yeah.
You don't get
She needs 30 or more points. Kelsey needs 30 or more points in order for them to win.
and needs to shoot at least 40% from the field, I would say.
Mm-hmm.
At least.
Yeah. Well, she got good shots. Some of those shots that she missed, they were good shots when they left her hand, but she was rushed in a lot of those. A lot of those that she missed, she was rushed and shoot it. Usually, she can catch and shoot, and she'll make it on head. But I think because she was running around so much and just trying to set her feet and everything, she just was missing them. And so the Aces did their job in shutting her down, not completely, but shutting her down enough so they can win the game. Because they know
Mm-hmm.
if Kelsey gets hot in a game, she gets everybody else going as well. So if you can shut her down or hamper her game in some kind of way, you have a great chance of winning the game. So they did
Yeah.
they did what they needed to do to win at least this one game, you know, away game. So this next game, even if they win or lose, they got a chance to bring it back home and finish it out. But if I know the Aces, like we've seen them in the past, they want to close it out on this next game on Indiana's floor.
Oh yeah.
They don't want to risk a game 5.
Oh yeah, for sure. And also, I think we can expect for Asia Wilson not to have a game like this in game 4,
Mhm.
right? Elite players like that, they're not gonna have 2 bad games back to back. They're not gonna do it. And yes, Asia
Right.
was off balance for the majority of her shots today. That's not gonna be the case on game 4.
I don't, that's why I said I believe that they're going to try to close it out
Yeah,
in game 4.
they are.
They're
Um,
going to try.
Queen says, I was happy Becky played Dana and Meg more. This is the series for them to shine. Mama, we talked
Yeah.
about Dana Evans a little bit and how she was a big impact coming off the bench, getting to the rim, and
Mhm.
just doing a really good job passing the basketball and getting her teammates involved, and just overall being a huge spark on this team, right? Her plus minus was plus 15. Like, Dana
Mhm.
Evans was great. And also, Mama, Megan Gustafson came in
I
the
was
game in
like,
the
well,
first
you
half, and I was like, go ahead, Iowa Hawkeye. You better do your thing.
did you see that? She did a 3-pointer and it went in. And she shot it with confidence. And she was battling
Yeah.
with Aaliyah as well. I was like, listen, this team, they know when they step on the floor, Becky expect them to play. and she gave Meg a chance to get out. She played last game. Was that last game she played or game number one? I'm trying to remember, but she did a good job as well. It may have been the
Yeah,
first game.
I
She played her.
don't totally remember, but
Played
she
in
was a
one of those games.
big impact today.
Yeah, it was her defense in the games that she played. It was either game one or two. It was her defense that I remember, not necessarily her scoring, but her defense because she was
Yeah,
getting up there. I was like rebounding and everything. So we'd have to go back and see which game it was. But yeah, she did an excellent job too.
yeah, it looks like it was game one.
Okay. Jewel Lloyd didn't do much of anything
She was
besides
getting
she
banged
didn't.
all around, Mama.
Yeah, she was getting banged up. Uh, yeah, but I was hoping that she at least gave some offense. That's what I mean. She didn't give any offense. I know she didn't play a long, long period of time because she was getting banged up.
Mm-hmm.
And I was so glad they didn't call that foul a fragrant because I didn't think it was one because the way Lexi when she took the shot, her legs went out to me. So I know she landed like towards it was on the back heel or whatever. But to me, her legs went forward when she took the shot. When she was jumping up, her legs went forward, and I think that's why she ran into her.
Yeah, but I gotta
Uh,
say, Mama, I was actually surprised that they didn't call it reckless closeout because like,
I think it should have been though, because of the way her legs went.
but
Yes,
I feel like in other times the referees
they have.
have said
Yes, they
that's a
have.
reckless closeout, and so it's sort of
Yeah.
like I don't know. I just wonder about consistency. Like sometimes like that's a thing, and sometimes not. And I don't know. I just yeah. I
I
was like, man,
agree with
if the
you.
refs can be more consistent in the regular season, maybe that call is a lot more easier, like more clear cut to everybody, as opposed to
Hmm.
like
Some people
if
saying
someone gets touched, it's if a part of your body touches the
the
foot
player.
of the other player, it's a reckless close out. And so I guess I don't know. I think that's a tough one, and I think that the refs overall probably even need to get more clarity for themselves on the rule, so they can
Hmm.
do a better job of like consistently calling that, so it's easier for like some of the fans to know. Because I feel like some people will probably watch that and they're probably like, "What? How is that not a reckless closeout? Haven't you called that before?" You know what I'm saying? And so I think, yeah,
They
I think we
have
need some
called it
consistency.
before. They have called it before, but I, I was looking at the way her feet went in, and I think
Mm-hmm.
that's for me. That's what I thought. Of like, no, that's the only reason why she ran into you because her feet went in as she was going up,
Yeah.
because that's not really a natural uh, way to shoot with your feet going in. You know what I'm saying? It's not a natural way. It's like it was like almost like a kick out almost
Yeah.
when
Yeah.
they were showing it. That's the way I saw it, and so that's why I didn't think it should have been. It should have been a common foul like they did
Mm-hmm.
because when she went up to try to block it, she went kind of like straight up. She didn't like go into her. It was a
Mm-hmm.
straight up. Just because she kicked out is why she landed on her at all.
Yeah.
That's what I felt.
Thank you so
So
much, Lorenzo, for the super chat. Says, leaving a like, I'll catch the replay. Go Aces. Thank you so much. We also got Fever Ticket Man. We know what team Fever Ticket Man supports. Thank you so much for the
mhm.
super chat. Says, just got home. Fever couldn't score. I miss Caitlin Clark. Not sure if we have the horses on the offensive end. As they say, Kelsey needs help.
Yes, well, she
Yes,
got help.
Kelsey
She got help
needs
in game one. She got plenty of help in game one.
sure. Mama sure did.
It's the same players.
The
She
fever
got help.
the fever have the opportunity even without
Yeah.
Caitlyn to
Mm-hmm.
win this series.
Yep.
They do.
Yep.
Like when you look at the roster for the Indiana Fever and you look at the way that they played against the Las Vegas Aces in game 1,
Mm-hmm.
they ran them out the
Yep.
gym
Yep.
on the road.
Mm-hmm.
It was Kelsey doing her thing, leading the charge with what 34 or whatever. But it was also Odyssey Sims being big. It was also Lexi Hull playing some really awesome minutes. It was Michaela Timpson. It was Brianna Turner. Like Shea Petty. Like
Everybody had a
this
piece of it
team
on the
has.
first day.
They have the talent. They have the coaching to really
Mm-hmm.
make some noise and possibly get out of this series. Now, do I think they will? No, but it's not like they are scrubs or anything. Like they can compete and they can step up. And so yeah, I do think that, it's not like all hope is not lost. Like you guys have a good team. You all have a
Mm-hmm.
good coach and you all could end up sneaking into a game 5 possibly on the
Yeah.
road and making some stuff happen. Like it all is not lost is what I'm trying to say.
I think Odyssey. I wonder if her legs, because I noticed her leg was taped up a little bit. Um, I wonder if she was in pain or something with her leg, so she didn't do as well as she did game one, or even in game two. She wasn't as good in game two as she was in game one, but it looked like she didn't really do much at all tonight. So I'm wondering if her leg is hurting. She
Uh
had some kind of she had something like taped on the front of it, like. So I'm wondering because see, she was the third. She would have been the third wheel to give them offense that could have made a difference.
mhm.
So
We got Fever Ticket Man with another super chat. Thank you so much. Says we can't win with Sims and Tosh playing like this. Yeah, if they play like they did that, if they play like they played today, yeah, you all can't win. But I don't think Odyssey Sims plays this way in Game 4. Like yeah,
I
she
don't
was
think so
she was
either.
not good. Only 2 points for Odyssey Sims. No made field goals for her. Like that's a tough one, right? And
Mhm.
Natasha Howard, you need her to, not just rebound
Yeah,
the basketball, get a
that's
couple points, but like primarily, in my opinion, her job is to rebound. And
hmm
you can use a player like a Michaela Timpson off the bench to possibly get some more points because I actually liked how aggressive she was on the
yeah, she
offensive
was
end
very
today,
good.
and
She
I
was.
would want to see her get more minutes earlier in the game and really
Mhm.
see if she can provide that offensive spark if Natasha Howard doesn't have it. But yes, Odyssey, you do need Odyssey Sims to do more. Absolutely. And I think she will. Like, this is, again, Odyssey Sims is a really good player. I don't think she has two really terrible back to back games. I don't think so.
I
I
don't
do
think
think
so
we see a
either.
rebound in game 4.
hmm I think everybody that didn't play at their level best in today's game will play much different on Sunday. I think on both teams, if they didn't play well, because they know this is make it or break it. Those kind of games put a little bit more fire underneath you. Yes, there's a you feel pressure, but it's good pressure. You know what I'm saying? It's good pressure, and good
Mm-hmm.
pressure is good for you. Uh, Most times, a lot of people do well under pressure. I work well under pressure myself personally, so it doesn't. It just enhances your skill even more when you're under pressure.
Mm-hmm.
So, and with a coach like Stephanie that can get her team, she has the plays to do it. So it's just the team following through on what she tells them to do. Because I can see that they can take it to a game 5. There is a way of for them to take it to a game 5. You're at home. At home, you have the best chance to win.
Mm-hmm. And with that crowd,
Mhm.
yeah, you sure do.
Yeah,
You sure do.
you have the best chance. So it
Uh,
just was a bad game for them overall, but they have another chance. That's the good news. They have another chance to get a win and force a game 5.
yeah, I agree. A make contest too late for the Fever. Time for a new coach. If the Fever front office are smart, Sandy is available now. Come on, guys. When
No,
you lose,
you do
there
you know
there
what
has
Stephanie
to
got
be
her
there
job with
has to
this
be
team?
some rationale.
Yeah,
It's important to be rational. Just because you lose a game does not mean you need to be get rid of the coach. Here's the thing: the Indiana Fever should not even be here. They
right.
with all the injuries and all the, especially later in the season with all the stuff that this team has endured this season, they should not be in the semifinals.
No.
getting ready to go for game 4. But they're here because of the grit and tenacity of the players, and for the sort of execution from both the front office standpoint and getting hardship players in, and coaching of figuring out with these new pieces in how everything all works. No.
Stephanie White is an excellent coach. She's a defensive coach. We've seen it when she was with Phoenix. We've seen
Or
what she,
Connecticut.
I mean, Connecticut. We've seen what she's done just with Indiana alone. Because most coaches that have had this kind of injuries, they wouldn't even made it to the playoff. They wouldn't even made it to the playoff. Less known going past the first round. They would have had no chance. But she has convinced her players with the skills that they have that they can do it. And that's what you need, as well as the plays that she draws up. That's what you need. That's a winning coach. So whether or not they win game 4 or not, or take it to a game 5 and lose, however, she still should be the coach next year.
Absolutely.
I like Stephanie White. She is a hard-nosed coach. She don't be playing. She's not playing games. She's trying to win. She has a mind of winning. And we've seen it not just in this year, we've seen it in time past. So come on now, y'all. Don't throw away just because we can't be throwing away our coaches. I know we can't just do that. We can't keep throwing away our coaches. We can't.
Yeah, just because your team has a bad game, like don't just be like, oh, fire everybody. Come on now, like come on, let's be a little rational about things, okay? Okay. Anyway, Mama, that's it. I don't have nothing else to say. I think we got to get back to Minnesota versus Phoenix. We're at halftime right now. Phoenix has a 4-point lead. So I know, right? I know. The WNBA, quick PSA for the WNBA, please stop this 2-hour window stuff for games. It's ridiculous. The game was not even over yet for Indiana versus Aces, but yet we had already started the first quarter for Phoenix and Minnesota. Stop with the 2-hour nonsense. You're not going to finish the game off in time. And then you wind up having people miss parts of the game. I understand that you want to go straight from one game to the other. Maybe offset about 15 minutes. 15-minute offset instead of it being a 2-hour window. Maybe it's a 2-hour, 15-minute window, right? Give an opportunity. I'm sorry?
You need more than that, because like the other night we had a overtime game.
Yeah. Well, that's true. That's true.
Come on now. We missed part of the first quarter with the other game because of that.
Yeah. Yeah. And even today it was no overtime and we still missed part of the game. Like we have to, the WNBA as the WNBA is very important. It's a very important league. It is growing immensely, and it would behoove the WNBA and ESPN and the various other TV networks going forward to give it a 2-hour, 15-minute, or preferably 2-hour, 30-minute window for each game. If a game ends early, quote unquote, have an opportunity to use that for additional commentary by your commentary crew, right? And you're able to just continue to build up the brands of those people who are talking about the game and whatnot. And so I don't think it's a bad thing to extend the window, because sure, it ends. You have more opportunities for interviews with maybe players and coaches after the game. Maybe you could have even longer questions to ask them. And you have an opportunity to go back to the studio and have a whole lot more analysis about games, because you're building up your commentators and your analysis folks. To me, it's a smart decision all around. I don't like the 2-hour window. I think it's terrible for the game. And we have to do better. We have to do better, that we end a game in regulation and we still miss the next game. Significant portions of the next game. Why? because we have a 2-hour window. Have we even really had a game that ended on time?
No,
This playoffs, we've
no.
had 2-hour windows this whole playoffs, and nothing has ended on time. We were really always missing the next game, always missing part of the next game. This is ridiculous. We have to do better. So that's my TED Talk, Mama.
Okie dokie. All right. Well, we better get to it because if it's halftime already, we got a lot of catching up to do still.
Yes, we will skip through all the commercials, skip through the free throws, and we'll make it to the end. All right, we'll see y'all right here, right after Minnesota versus Phoenix. Me and Mama gonna start from the beginning and go on through. All right.
Yep.
Thank goodness for YouTube TV, Mama, because we can always just forward through all the commercials. So helpful.
Yeah, we wouldn't have no opportunity to go back.
Yeah. All right, Mama. Thank you so much, and guys, we'll see y'all later. Bye-bye.
Bye.